Well, after the disaster that was the old Select 1, a bit better. Now whatever I do is going to be shit quality. So the next game, potentially, which is another game in the Dixon's pack, but this one is not called the Dixon's 10 pack. I believe there was a Dixon's pack with 4 games. There you go, Millimon. General loading and running instructions. So this is by Arctic Computing Limited. I'll show you the cover. This is not the correct cover for this game, and it's actually back to front, which I shall there you go. I don't know what they're fucking doing actually. So if you want the image to be the right way, but then the cassette isn't going to go in properly, so it has to be this way. Yeah, it's back to front. There you go. Might as well be upside down for all the cameras to letting you see there, mate. So there's hardly any tape on this fucking thing. In fact, there's such a small amount of tape, I can't even tell which way it is actually rewound without the proper reading glasses, not the CRT glasses. Ooh, I've got 2 copies of Lazy Jones in a clamshell and regular cassette case. Let's see how we get on with this. That does not sound good, but at least the tape spools are going round. I don't think this is going to load. So now Cosmic Kanga by comparison, no, not Cosmic, Star Crash by comparison is like a fucking C60. Fuck's sake, at least a C30. And I actually found another copy of Manic Miner that I did actually have, which is not the turbo loading version. Turbo loading version, there's got hardly any tape on it. I might just test that just to see. But the other one, yeah, fuck me, that's got like about 20 minutes worth of tape on there, I reckon. Now the covers are exactly the same on both, and they're both software projects. Obviously, the Bug Bite release of Manic Miner was only on the Spectrum. That was the original Matthew Smith release of the game. I don't think I actually said found anything, so that's not good. No, I haven't found anything. So no, that's not going to load. I'd have to play the tape on my hi-fi to see what's going on with that. So, yeah, I ain't loading Star Crash. So, Cosmic Kangaroo it is then. This looks like about 5 minutes worth of tape, maybe 4. So this is Cosmic Kanga now. There you go. You can't see fuck all really. There we go, there's the little kangaroo with a rocket pack. And it's Cosmic with a K. It's Cosmic in it, man. Just in case there's an overload on there. There we go. Cosmic Kangaroo is a multi-screen arcade game, which means it's flip screen, and therefore, as I suspected, who actually does this actually? Micromania. So this is a 1984 game. That sounds quite easy. If it loads, to increase height of Kanga's jump, hold the joystick up to decrease. Oh, he's probably jumping all the time. It's going to be like that shit fucking game where, like, you're a car and there's these platforms scrolling from left to right or right to left. It's actually in pretty good condition. I could have almost just come back from Derek's Records after buying this. Yeah, that's really the problem, actually. If you got a C64 late, all those 1983, 1984 games that didn't end up as a budget re-release, or you know, in a compilation or something, like this kind of thing, although I suspect this isn't a good game, you wouldn't actually be able to go to the shop and buy them. So it's no different to today. You'd be able to buy like shit like Vindicator. What the fuck? There we go. Because I've just taken my reading glasses off. I need my CRT glasses. Suppose for 1984 it's better than a budget game like BMX Racers, because they didn't have title pages. Not quite as good as Kickstart. Now I've got Kickstart here, but I'm not very good at Kickstart anymore. So I'm already a bit pissed off that the fucking what the hell is that actually work? Please let me skip your shit music. It won't let me move left and right actually. Alright, so you can't move while you're jumping in the air. So again, realistic physics, which is a problem with the PlayStation games and Xbox games of today. You got unlimited gloves? I guess so. Oh fuck it, you can't touch anything, what a cunt. This is not hardware scrolling, I don't know what they're fucking doing actually. So you have to move forward straight away. No, it starts you off jumping, so there's actually nothing you can do. Perhaps red and orange is not a good colour combination there for me to read the instructions. Well, this isn't a budget game. Yeah, this isn't a budget game, so the fact that it's better than Bionic Granny or BMX Racers doesn't really help the situation too much. So the problem is you can't actually move while you're jumping in the air. That is a bit of a problem actually. God damn you. So for 1984, when you're playing stuff like Beachhead and Manic Miner and Blue Max. There's probably other games, but those are the three big ones that I would point out. So you get slowed down when you move shit around. Yeah, so this isn't a good game for 1984. I mean, if this was one of the first games you ever played on the C64, then, you know, that's a bit different, really. It's better than Xylogon, which is an absolutely shit game, one of the worst games on the C64, but it's not as good as Punchy, which is the first game I had on the C64, and that was in the spring of 1983, so this is shit. Next! So, Millimon didn't work, sadly. We tried both sides, that's been wiped. Star Crash is going to take too long. I'll rewind that to the correct size. I will just check that this turbo version of Manic Miner works. No, I won't. Then I'll have to start pissing about with a video converter, chopping bits out of a big video file, which I don't like doing. Fucking hogs the old computer a bit too much. So what else we got here then? Ooh, Bat Attack. Now this one is a regular cassette. Although it looks like someone's labelled it with a fucking rubber stamp from the post office. Look, there you go. There you go, that's really bad, that is. Doesn't look very impressive. There we go, Bat Attack. You can't even tell what the fuck it's showing you. It's got spaceship bat type objects with lasers coming out their eyes. Bit like Magnu by Hawkwind and I think it is just Hawkwind actually. The wizard blew his horn into the witch's mouth. Yeah, anyway, it's not that kind of channel, mate. So let's keep the two Manic Miners together. I'm surprised that I do actually have a copy of Manic Miner that is fucking, you know, half an hour to load. Probably. No, it wasn't. It was like 20 something minutes. Which is about right because it's a 48k game and it uses a standard Commodore loader. So I won't be playing any more of that, we've done that. That didn't work, that'll take too long to load. How much tape is on this thing? Not much actually. Oh, I wanted to try Widow's Revenge. I actually put it down on the old SD to IEC. Don't stop cassette player. Guys, just join this. I think the Amstrad games did this. The Amstrad Alligator games did something like that. But they kept the alligator logo on it. What are these then? Kendo Warrior. Kendo Warrior looks quite interesting. $2.99 by Bike Back. Must be doing the old found fresh Commodore key business. This tape sounds a bit like a pocket watch. It's a bit fucked. Actually, it sounds like a hard drive that's clicking. Good old Windows destroys many a hard drive. Yeah, what else we got here? Flash Gordon, no. we can't play Penetrator because it sounds too rude. Now this actually says Spectrum screenshots. I'm not loading up Gunstar because it looks like a Spectrum game, which is wrong because it's like an 8-way scrolling game. Actually, it looks like a rip-off of Bosconian. Oh look, here we go. Screen pictures shown may be different machine versions of game. That's a shit way of writing that. Not quite as shit as the people writing the details for like movies on Netflix. They don't even know basic fucking grammar. Fucking useless. Join the Gunstar fleet. Isn't Gunstar the name of the ship in the last Starfighter? So some guy has marked off 2 games in Biro. One is Gunstar here. And the other one is Ninja Master. Oh look, Ollie and Lissa. Is that only for the C64? That's a bit weird. It is, apparently. Oh, and the Spectrum. Yeah, they put the Spectrum right at the end. So we obviously had those 2, and I have actually got Ninja Master, which looks... Again, that looked like it was a bit Spectrum-y, so yeah, it's not for me. I do have a Spectrum now, but in fact I have every Sinclair machine except for the Sinclair PC 200, or is it 20? I get confused between the Amstrad and the Spectrum one. None of which had fuck all to do with anything to do with the Spectrum, actually. None of their 16-bit machines. This isn't looking good. I don't think it's going to load. Why is the screen gone blue? I should pay more attention to the screen. That's the advantage of having a 55-inch plasma connected to the C64. You can't really ignore the screen. We have potentially Jerry the Germ goes body popping. Looks like he's coming out of the roots from my gum. Dirty bastard. Kill him! No, this ain't gonna fucking load, is it? Why did the screen go blue anyway? If it was like black, it's fine, but why has it gone blue? Jesus Christ, it's taking a long time to load this shit. There's actually quite a lot of tape on there. I hope it loads after all this bullshit. So I guess we're doing one of them long videos where I can't be bothered to fucking split anything up. Right. Well, there was another game called Millie Bug by DK Tronics. Could try that. DK Tronics write some real shit games for the C64 there. And there's Fly Fox by Timac with speech, which I did have on my C64. And there's something called Percy by K-Soft. Very weird. Doesn't even have a cover. Just a couple of fonts and like some badly photographed screenshot from a TV screen. I have some weird budget re-release of BC's Quest for Titans by, is that Alpha Omega? No, the Powerhouse. So I was wondering if it has different loading screens or anything. Fuck me, it did load. Press space to start, so I guess it's... Oh, I was going to say it's joystick to work. I'm going to blame my CRT glasses for causing me glare there. They're a bit fucking eager, aren't they? What is this, a fucking ladies' night? So they fire as soon as they go in front of you. Goddamn motherfucker. This is like Galaxian, but only the last, you know, the last minute of it. Homer's fucking yellow. Oh, fuck off. How are you supposed to avoid them? Jesus Christ, that's brutal. And not for the right reasons. It's not brutal deluxe like Speedball 2. Is it Speedball 2 where you got the guy shouting ice cream or whatever? God damn it. Yeah, it's like the very last bit of Galaxian when there's a few left and they're all swooping at you. It's like the entire game is like that. So I'm sure I had to hit one of those twice there. Maybe you can shoot their missiles. Ah, what a cunt, hey? Ah, fuck off. So you have to stay in the middle of the screen all the time. Ah, fucking hell. Flip your neck, Tucker. Yeah. So it's quite an early game. Ah, god damn it. I keep losing lives because this bit is too difficult. I just want to see what's after that bit. Graphics do actually remind me of Astro Wars. Ah, god damn it. What were the other things I picked out? Yes, I'm enjoying this game so much I'm looking for the other games I've picked out. Where's that, where's that game that I was looking at that's, Millibug, Fly Fox, Percy, what were the other ones? Gunstar. So anyway, I'll rewind that back. Do you have Eagle Empire, which we've already reviewed? Or did I? I know that disc stopped working. Actually, I've got Star Pause as well. Star Pause has got an epic Hubbard tune that the ST demo coders love to try and copy. Now, I'm going to be honest, and you can't really do SID tunes justice on the Spectrum, Amstrad, or the Atari ST, or the MSX, or the ColecoVision, or the Intellivision. And it took about 5 years for some guy to get that to happen with the Amiga Porsche chip, which is sometimes incorrectly called Paula, because you should call it by its original name. Poor Audio Interface Adapter, I believe it's called, or something. Yeah, Paula is a specific version of Porsche. Now, the fact that every Amiga after the Amiga 1000 had a Paula chip, that's neither here nor there. I don't think I have enough whiskey for the way my teeth are going at the moment. That was a bit of a night. I thought the bit that came out was the broken tooth. That was a bit the broken bit of the tooth that was a bit wobbly, and I thought finally that's come out. I can chew on that bit. But no, sir. This is not a good start. Realign the magnetic constrictors and bash the tape over Captain Janeway's fucking head. So I'm trying to watch Star Trek Voyager, But you know, what's her name? Is it something Mulgrew? Mulgrew, what a horrible fucking name. She's got a voice like a fucking annoying man who smokes 40 Marlboro a day. Fucking. And she's such a shit actress. Well, this ain't gonna work on this side. It's always the way the games that you know at least have a decent soundtrack. That don't fucking work. Look after your tapes, you cocksuckers. Yeah, I'm surprised no one's really commented, but yes, my reviews are different now. Just like if someone was reviewing C64 games and then ethnic cleansing by dumb shits started happening, then also your reviews would change too. Because that's effectively what's happening. The Generation X is being wiped out. Right, let's just switch this shit on and off. Shift and run stop, held down. If you've got a Commodore 128, switch it on with Commodore key held down. There was fuck all reason to buy a Commodore 128. It's a terrible machine. If you're going to use the VIC-2 chip, you have to use the CPU at 1 MHz. The VIC-2 chip can still only see 16K of RAM at a time. The 2 MHz mode is with some really fucked up EGA knockoff broken Commodore video chip. And yet they sold over 5 million of those. Think about that. They only sold 11 million Amigas. But they sold 5, possibly 5.5 million Commodore 128 machines. That is some achievement. So even if you take the, you know, the lowest accepted sales figures for the C64, well, I think that's where the tape fucks up there, because it's not doing anything now. Ah, bollocks, this ain't gonna load, is it? It's a disastrous day. Maybe it is gonna load. Have faith, Monsieur Commodore de la Lunatic. Alright there, Lanny Lan, what are you doing there? You've got such chunky paws like a teddy bear, buddy. Right. More expensive reading glasses on, CRT glasses off. Now if there was some loading music, it'd be alright. But now it's just uncomfortable silence. Although if I'm too far from the camera for you to hear, it's just going to be silent. Oh, that is the loading music. Quite a nice loading picture actually. Well, there's not much tape left. I don't know if that's going to reach there. Right now. Yeah, that's the Sony speaker. So actually, if in 1985 you spent 200 and something quid on a 1702 monitor instead of a Sony KVM 14, then you're a bit of a deluded idiot if you still think that was the right choice. Wrong again. Now let's just blow some nice nicotine smoke on my cracked, yeah, it's cracked because some knob didn't pack it properly and then blamed the fucking parcel. I just said to him, mate, he sent me a TV and if you want it back, you're going to have to pay for the postage to send it back. Otherwise, you know, we'll be in some serious trouble. And he said, tell you what, you know, is a TV worth a tenner, I'll refund the postage, you keep the TV, and you know, you don't leave me negative. And I was like, yeah, that's fair enough, because the TV does still work, even though the remote control doesn't work, which he said it does. But 10 quid for this TV, yeah, it's pretty good, but it's a very nicely coded game. I don't know if this is the original version by alternative software. There you go. Go. Pretty mint condition, and it loads on one side. What more could you ask for? Avril Lavigne on my long one, Not anymore. She looks like dirt now. But anyway, let's check out the old. Don't know what you got to do on this game. Oh, that wasn't good. So how do you land it without falling over? You can't. That's a bit rubbish. What am I supposed to do with that then? There's a weird effect going on actually. Might be because I've removed the audio input. Ah, it's glitched up. It's doing the moonwalk, isn't it? No, the graphics are all fucked up now. And there's bits of his body missing now, so I won't be able to play this. That's not a glitch. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to play that like that. That's a shame. We've got to hear the great music. I suppose the speaker's not too bad on the old 1702, but the fact of the matter is these were like 2 to 250 quid. They were a lot of money. And seeing as neither side loads properly, I'm not wearing out the drive belts, rewinding the fucker. In fact, if you have a whole load of VHS tapes, you should buy some shit video recorder just to do the rewinding. Don't knacker out a good one, innit? So with those let's try Gunstar then. Gunstar! Been chomping at the bit there. Well, that's nice of them not to rewind it. Goddamn cocksuckers. Now someone did say you shouldn't bother with the loading, but you know, from tapes, because it takes too long, and yeah, it does take a bit of time, but at the end of the day it's not going to load. Damn motherfucker. But at the end of the day, these are just video gaming diaries really. It's just a bit of a hobby. Probably record them anyway, although at the moment I'm just dumping what's on the card straight onto YouTube and then deleting what's on the card, so I don't even have backup copies anymore. But you know, at the end of the day I have yet to see a professional TV quality, well, proper TV quality, not the shit they put out at the moment, but even so, it's not even as good as that. YouTube channel, there just isn't one. Now, I've seen dickheads who, you know, say things to Nostalgia Nerd like, oh, this is proper TV quality, and I'm like, perhaps you should spend more than 2 seconds reading the instructions for your video editor and get some fucking imagination and talent yourself, mate. All of the channels, even AVGN, I could do everything that AVGN does if there was more than one person in this human in this house, with the built-in effects of Camtasia 8.6, which is about as old as the AVGN channel. So there you go, mate. You might have to be a bit creative with how you use those effects, but it's no different to when you're fucking about with Deluxe Paint 3. So at least it does tell you it's loading the blocks in. So if there is a problem, we'll see. But yeah, that's really the reason why you have to put up with all this loading and my bullshit chat, because well, the people who watch my channel, which are the only ones that YouTube recommends my videos to, they don't really complain about it. Yeah, it's just the odd comment. 2 out of about 1,000 plus videos I've done since the SX64 came out, and Cuckoo used her magic powers to get Manic Miner to load. Have I got any more lukewarm tea? Where is the flask? God damn it! Here it is, behind a huge stack of tapes propping up the camera. So yeah, could I actually learn to program C64 games now? And the simple answer is probably no. I couldn't learn to program anything now. Not something that I didn't know before and have no memories of. So, no. But then most of the new games that come out are written with fucking shoot 'em up construction kit, or technically they're shit anyway. So there's only a few games that come out, and they're so overhyped, I wouldn't bother with them anyway. I'd rather play Risk by the Edge, not the board game, which is why they had to change the name to Chris. Is that? Yeah, that's what they changed it to. Although I've never seen a copy of that on eBay. It's like the graphics in something like Risk and the coding and the music is better than any new release, so I don't see the point in buying new C64 games. If someone comes along and does a game that genuinely is as good as you could do a C64 game now, considering the fact that you've got computers running at gigahertz with lots of great calculations and billions and billions of digital images, including sprite and tile graphic rips from various machines, mostly arcades and consoles. So I did do all the sprites for a much better version of Popeye on the C64, and it was all worked out technically, just like I did with Gauntlet, showing that Gauntlet didn't have to look that shit. Gauntlet could just as easily have looked like Druid and been just as well if it was programmed by the right people. But there you go. I've never been a programmer, not for that sort of game engine quality machine code programmer. And that goes for the Amiga, ST, C64. Didn't really have any other computers. Right. But I wouldn't have been able to do it on the Atari either. But it is easier to make amazing games now than it was back then. And the same is true for the Amiga. I actually looked at the VGA graphics of Monkey Island and then the Amiga ones. I was like, for fuck's sake. But today, it's very easy to bring those 256 colour images down. And if you use extra half bright mode, and let's face it, Monkey Island looks like something written in fucking Amos. It's not exactly fucking Rescue on Fractalus. Okay, they're doing something weird with a star field. Unless the status panel is using the sprites, something is using the sprites. These graphics are a bit weird. Okay, just looked like boss going in on the screenshots. Okay, they've decided on high-res graphics, not multicolour mode. Not necessarily a bad thing, that's a style choice. And Demon Drive, bollocks. Alright, but your explosions in multicolour. So the music's quite nice actually, I don't know who does it. It's better than Bat Attack. And you can actually go up and down the screen, which I didn't know. Ah, god damn it, lost a life again. And you can skip that bit, so I can't moan about that too much. I've got to clear off quite a few of these actually, god damn it. So I'm doing worse as we go along. And do I really need to see the high score of shame? So they're using random names for the pilot details there. This is quite a late game, that's the only thing. So, god damn it. So it's a budget game, but it's actually a tough one. God damn it, it's a very difficult game. I haven't put rapid fire built into the game, so I'm going to knock them down for that. And if I see more of the game, I'll be able to comment on, the old last ability as Zap used to call it. Now come here, little cunt. I want to see the level after this one, so god damn it. So really, damn it. Interesting game. Let's see if there's a date on this packaging. Actually, more likely to have it on the old cassette. It is worth rewinding. You never know, I might come back to that. If all the trips to the dentist don't kill me, who knows, mate. So it took a fair bit to load. Can't really see any date on the inlay here. Have a look at the old cassette. No, there's no date on it actually. Didn't notice there was. So I don't know the date of this. But it's from the 199 silver range, so I'm guessing it's about 1986, maybe 85. So yeah, for the 199 range, I suppose it's not bad. There does seem to be a later bit like with a mothership type thing going on, although these are the Spectrum screenshots. But it's quite well programmed. And bear in mind that I probably wouldn't have bought Gapless, which was a budget game as well, official conversion on the old budget label. Oh, Jerry the Germ Goes Body Popping is copyright Mev Dink. Or that would be Mev Dinge. Actually, I'm not sure how you pronounce that particular variety of C in that language. Yeah, the neural rock continues thanks to the forced exposure to the outside world continuing. So yeah, Mev Dink, obviously, he did Street Racer and First and Second Samurai on the Amiga. He's done other things as well. I should probably keep the reading glasses on. Well, it's got a list of loads of games I've never heard of actually. They're probably on the SD to IEC card though. Oh, they actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games for the Atari 800. And those games are Buccaneer, sounds shit. Is that right? Yeah, that's right, yeah, Buccaneer, and then it's I'm sure Caves of Ereband is on the Atari. Chicken Chase is on the Atari 800. Chimera is as well. No, Chimera, Collapse, and Caverns of Ereband. Netrun 2000, which is on everything. Not Special Agent. Spiky Harold. And Thrust. And Warhawk, which I knew about. So yeah, Firebird, they only did one cassette inlay, and the only bit that's different is a block where it says Commodore 64-128, because they always have screenshots for the wrong version. Get to the heart of the matter and become, yeah, they've written dark, the black text over the dark bits, which is a bit dumb. On the English version of all things, doesn't affect the other one. Yeah, get to the heart of the matter and become the virulent virus of the year. That's what it says there. Jerry the Germ has again failed his stinkdiploma and has been expelled from the Institute of Infectology. Filled with indignation, he sets out to win the coveted title of Virulent Virus of the Year, and so prove himself to the rest of the germ society. Having found an unsuspecting victim, he must cause as much damage as possible, working his way to the heart, there causing a massive Sean Connery. No, coronary. Yeah, forget the loading instruction. Jerry the Germ can be controlled by either a joystick, yeah, whatever, F1 music on off, F3 sound effects on off. Can you have both? F5 and F7 is pause. So it's got F1 equals run stop equals reset clock, but I presume they mean F1 plus run stop. And technically it's a stop key. Just like the 1 key is not the exclamation mark stroke 1 key. Or you could just say the run key, and they should work out you press shift to get the bit on the top. Because that's how you do it with the hashtag $% mark blah blah blah. A good germs guide to the body. Lungs, lungaroo. You will need to collect the oxygen bottles produced by the red blood cells. Take care to avoid these and white blood cells. Fail and it's off to the bladder. Kidneys, kidney. Again, be careful to avoid red and blood cells as well as the toilet attendant and the plunger. It's interesting. To successfully exit, you need to eat enough wacky kidney beans to visit the loo. It's a bit weird. Bladder. Steer clear of the cock and bull or you are sunk. So is it literally a male chicken? You must reach the island using the toilet roll to control the fluid level in the bladder and seal your liquid. So this is definitely an original game, but I can tell it's going to be a real cunt to play this game. Fucking betcha. Pancreas. Make for the medical supplies and infect them by jumping and nutting the cases using the fire button. Again, dodge the white cells and the ticket inspector. In the engine.